Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me so much pleasure to welcome all of you on behalf of India Habitat Center and Professor Benoy K Behl. Today's talk is the 25th in the monthly series Glimpses of Culture. As a labor of love, Professor Behl has traveled to all corners of this vast subcontinent, documenting even remote temples and sites, not just once, but several times. The result is a breathtaking documentation of culture which provides a new perspective to Indian and Asian art and culture. What finally emerges is the deep interconnectedness of the art everywhere. With his deep understanding, Professor Behl underlines the sublime philosophic vision, which is the essence of this valuable heritage. His book on the Ajanta caves is published by Thames and Hudson, London, and New York. It is amongst the best selling books on Indian art history, and a new edition is coming out later this year, also carrying his digital restoration of the masterpiece paintings. His recent book on the art of India in two beautiful volumes is another bestseller and is already in its third print run. Ladies and gentlemen, I hand you over to Professor Benoy K Behl, who speaks to us today on Durga Puja in Kolkata. Thank you for your attention.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Sujata Chatterji, for your kind introduction. My many thanks to India Habitat Center for this yet another opportunity to share something beautiful from the bouquet of Indian culture with all of you. My many thanks to Doordarshan, who have over the past more than 25 years sponsored the making of my so many films, which are deeply researched, quite unlike the typical commercial television channels of today. Doordarshan has lived up to its spirit of being a public broadcaster and has, over the years, sponsored the most serious, deeply researched subjects. I am very grateful to them. Ladies and gentlemen, Indian philosophic heritage is such a vast and rich experience. On the one hand, there is the intellectual search. There is that which would satisfy the deepest speculative thinker, the deepest speculative philosopher. There is the search for the formless eternal, which is the true knowledge of all that there is. Beyond all the forms around us, there is an understanding that there may perhaps be something which is nirgun, beyond forms, beyond qualities, something which may be arupa, beyond forms. And while this marvelous intellectual concept is posed before us, simultaneously, for those of us who live in the day-to-day world, constantly occupied with our families, with our lives, with our emotions, with our passions, with all that the world constantly brings to us all the time. There is also the concept of deities, who are the personifications of concepts and qualities. These deities bring the great eternal truths before us, personified as exquisite human beings. We look upon them, we meditate upon them. And the idea is that we are moved by their grace and their beauty, which awakens the same within us. The concepts which they personify are meant to be awoken within us, till at some point the concepts, the qualities inside us will grow so completely that we will become the deity. A marvelous range of philosophic thought on the search, the purely intellectual search for the formless eternal, to the deities with whom we become entangled through our emotions. The deities are given families, the deities are given emotions, the deities are given stories, through all of which our emotions are attracted. And we finally realize that we are moving towards the ethical concepts. Through all that we feel, through all our emotions, all our being is directed towards the search for the final knowledge. Now, it is in fact fascinating to see how personal relationships are created and fostered between ourselves and these deities. In an earlier film, you saw how at the great Meenakshi temple, Shiva, Lord Shiva, is taken and put to bed with his spouse Parvati every night. And then in the morning they are woken up. A great personalized response is created between us and the deities. The great deities who are the eternal concepts are brought close to us, are brought emotionally close to us. Another great example of this is Durga Puja in Kolkata. Durga, who is in fact the personification of the courage within us, the energy within us, the vitality within us, with which we would spear the demons of our ignorance, is in these days of Durga Puja in Bengal treated as a daughter of the house. It is a conception in which she has come away for a few days from her abode with Lord Shiva at Mount Kailash. And she has come home to us, our parents. Again, beautiful concepts, delicacy of thought. She is Durga Ma, but in this case, we are the parental home. And she comes to us. And there is this very personalized relationship with her. Personalized relationship with that which is an eternal concept, with that which is a great concept of the vigor with which we must face the demons of our ignorance. Yet, she is there as our daughter who has come home to her parental home for a few days away from her husband, Lord Shiva. Marvelous to see the emotional intertwining of our relationship with the divine, with the eternal. So, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me so much pleasure to share with you this film on Durga Puja in Kolkata. Shashank, may I request you to please show the film?
আশ্বিরের শারদ প্রাতে বেজে উঠেছে আলোকমঞ্জিত ধরণীর বহিরাকাশে অন্তরিত মেঘমালা
Mahalaya is an auspicious occasion observed 7 days before the Durga Puja. It is a kind of invocation or invitation to Devi Durga. This is when the final preparations are made for Durga Puja. It is now that the eyes are painted on the festival images of Durga. The 10 days of Durga Puja are the greatest festival celebrated in Bengal. There is a 4-day holiday in the state and everything else comes to a complete halt. The people are fully and deeply immersed in the adoration of Durga, as well as the social events which blossom around the celebrations. Durga Puja is also widely celebrated in Tripura, Assam, Jharkhand and Orissa. In Kolkata alone, more than 2,000 pandals or platforms on which the image of Durga is made and adored are created. It is a great festival where each night hundreds of thousands of people go from one pandal to another. Friends and family come together for the occasions. There is much shopping. Roads are overcrowded, traffic comes to a standstill. Yet, everyone is happy. That is the spirit of Durga Puja.
Ecstasy, something we feel extremely happy. And so not only me, if you roam about the city, different pandals, if you go there, you will find lakhs and lakhs of people, everybody is smiling, everybody's face is absolutely different. That is magic part of it, absolutely.
It's a huge thing, and I have very great memories how it was like and how I felt when I was 5 years, I was 10 years, I was 15 years and 20 years and all that. Just all those fond memories, going to the pandals, the excitements used to start from leaving the house, that we are going there and what we are going to see and how the pandals are made and how the lightings are done and what the deity is made of and what kind of prasadam we will have and all that.
The traditional image of Durga in Bengal follows pan-Indian iconography. We see her in this form in the sculpture in the rock-cut caves at Mamalapuram and Aihole of the 7th and the 8th centuries. This is Durga as Mahishasur Mardini, where she spears and slays the buffalo demon of our ignorance. Durga is visualized with 10 arms, holding various weapons and implements. These attributes reflect the infinite power of the universe. She is gorgeously attired and most often shown riding a lion. The manifestation of Durga is said to emerge from her nirgun or formless essence. She abides in the hearts and minds of her devotees. As Shakti, she shapes, nurtures and also destroys all forms and names of the material world. As Durga, she kills the demon of ignorance so that we can see the ultimate truth beyond. Durga Puja is observed in her honor to celebrate her victory over the evil of ignorance. The conventional period of the worship of Durga is during the spring, Basant. However, in the Ramayana, when Ram was engaged in the fierce battle with Ravan, he wanted the blessings of Durga. He held puja during the autumn, before his great battle with Ravan. He won the battle, and till today Durga Puja in Bengal is celebrated for a 9-day period in the autumn. This is from the day of the new moon to the 9th day in the month of Ashwin, which falls in September-October.
Ravan had some privileges that no human being can kill him. So for to make it possible, he worshipped Devi. In the same way we worshipped Devi Durga, that is for the purpose of bringing prosperity, bringing everything which is impossible, that will become easy, that will become possible.
It is believed that Shiva allowed his spouse Durga to visit her parents' home for 9 days every year. The festival of Durga Puja marks this visit of Durga. On the last day, Vijay Dashmi, she leaves the parental home for Shiva's abode in Mount Kailash. The main puja or adoration is on the 7th, 8th and 9th days. Kolkata is transformed on these days and on the 10th day when she departs. The deity Durga is visualized, loved and worshipped in many forms and with many names, including Shakti and Uma.
Nothing is beyond Brahma. So Shakti is one form of Brahma.
Actually, Durga to Bengalis is Uma. Durga is a gorgeous Devi, but Uma is a next door girl. There was a system that daughters used to come with son-in-law and children. As there is a holidays, Bengali people, particularly rural people, used to get similarity of coming home of Durga and coming home of their own daughter. That is very nice to see this Matri Shakti in two forms. One is daughter form, who is humble, who is soft, and Devi Durga, who is gorgeous, powerful. These two are intermingled in one goddess, that is Devi Durga.
Deities are often personifications of the qualities within us. We look upon them, we meditate upon them, we adore them in order to awaken those fine qualities within us, to lead us on the path towards the eternal truth, towards the dispelling of the veils of Maya or illusion. As in the case of other Indic deities, Durga is the personification of qualities within us. In her case, it is the vigor within us, the power and strength within us with which we must combat the demons of our ignorance. The strength with which we must combat the illusions of the material world around us to be able to find the truth which is beyond. Durga Puja has been practiced in Bengal since the medieval period. It was during the 18th century, however, that the worship of Durga became very popular among the landed elite. Raja Nobokrishna Dev of Shobha Bajar is believed to be the first who initiated an elaborate puja at his residence. The tradition of many of these old pujas continues till today. Today, the culture of Durga Puja has shifted from the princely houses to Sarbojanin or community pujas. The first such puja was held in Guptipada in Kolkata. It was called Barovadi, meaning of 12 friends.
When I was a child, my feeling was Durga Puja means new clothes, different type of food and have fun, that's all. But now, as a daughter-in-law, lots and lots of responsibility here. Personally, Durga Puja means that Ma is coming and that I have to do my best for Ma. For that, for her, early in the morning, we take our bath. We wear, you seeing this sari, we wear silk, pure silk sari. This is gorod, we say. And we do a lot of different kinds of fruits we give to Ma.
Today is Ashtami Puja. Ashtami Puja has got some significance, and today we celebrate the Kumari Pujas. Kumari Puja, actually Devi is being worshipped in the form of little girls are there, 5 or 6 little girls. They are being worshipped, and the ladies of the house, they offer clothes, perfumes, food, sweets to those little girls. It's a very personal, we just cannot make you understand. It's a very personal, whatever good things we have, we just offer Devi Durga. Throughout the year, we just keep it. We buy saris, we buy good things, good perfumes, we keep it for Devi Durga. Say around 16 years back, there was not much restriction about bringing water from abroad. So when we used to go to USA or UK or Central Europe or any other part of the world, we used to bring river waters, we used to bring spring water, we used to bring sea waters for Devi Snan.
You can say guest, of course, but to us she's Ma. Ma is not a guest. Since every year we have Durga Puja and everything is in order. So we don't have to worry that what will happen next year. Everything is in order.
My name is Supriyo Mitra. I am the 29th generation of this Mitra family, Bhavanipur Mitra family. Puja is being conducted in this house for last 150 years. Although this is not the first place of the puja for Mitra family. Mitra family puja is being conducted from 1747 originally, which has been traced by Anandabajar Patrika.
ये करीब 400 साल होने लगा है हमारा पूजा का। केशवराम राय चौधरी एंड हिज सन संतोष राय चौधरी ने ये पूजा शुरू किया है। जब शुरू किया है, जैसा शुरू किया है उसी से अभी तक चल रहा है।
This is particularly a platform for uniting the whole family. This is more of a, get together with puja behind it. If it was not there, my sister, my brothers wouldn't have traveled 10,000 miles and come and join this. We could have certain participation from them during the marriage ceremony and all, but that get together is not at all like this. For every bhog ceremony that we have during the lunch, we have about 300 to 400 people who are coming in. They're not our guests, they're participants.
So it's been about 27 years that I've been traveling in the world, and in this last 27 years, the most important thing that I missed is Durga Puja. being in the US somewhere where the puja is happening, I go there, or being in England somewhere, I go in London to worship in Durga Puja. Being there, you don't feel the warmth of it as you do in Bengal. So Calcutta's Durga Puja is so very special, irrespective of how much crowded it gets, what's the traffic is like, and all those disturbances that you might feel that are disturbing you in enjoying the Durga Puja as much. But I think that the whole thing is a part of it, part of the enjoyment. This is on the topic of how the weapons were given to Ma Durga and she was made by the other gods.
Music is an integral part of the cultural life of a Bengali. Thus, there is a great tradition of music which is associated with Durga Puja. It is called Pujor Gan.
Like what we understand by Pujor Gan is not only devotional songs, but also those songs which have been released before the Durga Pujas. That includes modern songs, folk songs, devotional songs. It's got a very wide range.
1960 or early part of 1970, we used to have music conference in this house, and the eminent artists like Buregulam Ali Khan, Pandit Ravi Shankarji, Bilayat Khan, they used to participate and they used to come.
I can sing a song on Ma Durga, Durga Vandana, which is a very, very traditional bandish. It's based on Rag Bhairavi, and I think it's a few hundred years old.
In the 50s, the ritual side of this festival was very strong. At the time, the devotional side was very much uplifted at that time. But day by day, the color of the festival has been changed. It has become more public, and nowadays it has become a craze. This is not helpful to develop our inner soul. Everybody comes, everybody has a show-off thing, showing his or her ornaments, garments, car, a new car, or the pandals are showing that how much they have expensed for the pandals, for the lightings, for the image, but not for the real Devi. Actually, there are also some pujas which there is no advertisement. One person is worshipping at his own temple alone, and he is praying for the goodness of this world. Perhaps we do not know, but still there is hope.
In one word, it's the greatest festival, and the festive mood exactly is the celebration.
During 1 year, youngsters live when the next Durga Puja will come. Today is Navami, it is going to complete. Tomorrow is Vijaya Dasami, Bhasan. Thereafter we can start counting just like a boy, little boy, children, counting for the next Durga Puja.
Today is Dashami, the last day of Durga Puja. In the evening, she will be immersed in the water, and the people of Kolkata will be a little sad. They will wait for another 360 days for Durga to come back into their homes. Amidst all the hustle and bustle and the normal commercial activity of the mundane world, it is such things which give the magic to life. It is these things which take us beyond, which take us to a world of feelings. It is these things which perhaps make life worth the living. On Vijay Dashmi, the 10th day of victory, Durga is taken in a procession to be immersed in the water which will take her away. There are loud chants of "Glory to Mother Durga" and "It will happen again next year." She is cast into the waters, which is symbolic of her departure to her home with her husband in the Himalayas. This is a very passionate celebration of the days when she was with the people. Everyone looks to the next year when she will come again.
Thank you so much, Sushant, for an excellent screening. And thank you so much, Sujata, for doing all that you do to help me with all my work. Thank you. I find it just remarkable that the meeting of ideas, on the one hand, look at the name, Durga, Mahishasur-mardini, the slayer of the demons of our ignorance, the personification of the energy within us with which we will destroy the Maya or illusions of the material world around us. And at the same time, we treat her like a homecoming daughter. There is so much affection, which is palpable. It is marvelous to see. Marvelous to see this palpable affection. It's not just something to talk about. It is felt. It is in the air. It is an emotion which is vibrant. It is living. And it encompasses hundreds of thousands of people. Marvelous, this combination of what one may imagine to be diverse ways of thinking, all of it so beautifully intertwined as one, and taking all our thoughts, taking all our emotions, and helping us to recognize the divinity behind it all, helping us to recognize the divinity of our lives, of waiting even for the next year to come, for the glorious part of our life to be resurrected, to be lived again. How marvelous. I would be very happy to answer some questions. Please put them in the chat box, and I'll request Sujata to read it out from the chat box to me. Thank you.
While we wait for the questions to come, I'll quickly take this moment to announce our next screening. It will be on the 16th of September on a Saturday at 6 p.m. like today. And this time we're traveling further east, and the name of the film is Living with Nature in Nagaland. So please mark it in your calendars. We'd love so much to have you all with us next month for Living with Nature in Nagaland. There are some comments, no questions as yet. One is by Rajendrani Banerjee saying beautiful.
Thank you.
Another comment by Shashwati Bhattacharya saying the ones who make public celebration of Durga Puja possible are the potters, the clay idol makers, the Mrit Shilpis as we call them in Kolkata. Their passion, imagination and livelihood are intricately linked with the puja. The book Potters Without a Wheel, Ethnography of the Mrit Shilpis in Kolkata, published by Routledge, is a complimentary reading. Please read, available in Amazon.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. It is all of society which is engrossed together in this marvelous celebration of the beautiful qualities that are within us. Thank you.
Jawaharlal, nicely made film. Congratulations and best wishes, Benoy. Jawaharlal from 334 Mount Kailash, Tower 1.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shashwati Bhattacharya, extremely neat presentation. It captures both the public celebration but also the private pujas.
Thank you very much.
Rajendra Kimesra, excellent. Additional and new knowledge about Durga Puja. It is celebrated in a grand fashion, pomp and show at Bangkok too. Congratulations, Benoyji.
Thank you. It is so good to know that it is celebrated so much in Bangkok. Thank you.
Anand, it is similar to Ganesh Puja in Maharashtra. Do make a film on the Ganesh festival. Thanks.
Indeed, thank you for the suggestion. This must be done. Thank you.
Rajendra Kimesra, are there any restrictions on immersing idol in rivers in the name of pollution?
Yes, I believe now the restrictions are there. So it is not it is not the way that it used to be. I think other ways have been found of immersing the idol or doing away with the idol finally. Thank you.
Rajesh Kumar, thanks for your kind puja information, Benoy Behelji.
Thank you.
Dr. D.K. Majumdar, sir, you said the deity is a personification of the Nirgun, but we can only personify the Sagun. Can you please clarify?
Yes, this is the marvelous dexterity and the beauty of Indian philosophy. That which is abstract and that which is not very easy to grasp for the average mind is personified. It is given qualities so as to make us be able to follow the ethical path. And finally, by the process of following the deities with all their qualities, we hope to transcend the qualities themselves. So you're absolutely right, but the process is one of transcending the qualities. The process is of using the qualities to finally transcend those two. The process involves the use of our emotions. Our emotions, which can get so wrapped up in desires and so many worldly desires, are in fact taken and guided to a very ethical path. And so all our desires too, we are conscious, are towards the divine. And eventually, we are able to be hope to be able to leave the desires themselves behind. Thank you.
Dr. Naini, thank you. Enjoyed the puja.
Thank you very much.
Ajit Pratap Singh, thank you so much, respected sir and ma'am.
Thank you very much.
I think that's about it.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My thanks once again to Sushant and to India Habitat Center. It has indeed been such a pleasure. Hope to see you again. Thank you.